got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And we do have Pedro with us this evening. Pedro is with us this evening. Happy Good Friday, people. Hope you're doing good. Good Friday. What you're doing. It's lovely to see you all in chat. Thank you so much. We've got an interesting show this evening. So I hope you can stick around for an hour or so. Hopefully we'll squeeze on an hour. Let's do some dancing with Susan and Pedro. Dancing with Susan. Where's Pedro? Susan grooving to the beat. There he is. Three, two, one, let's go. Oh, he's gone. Hey, good evening. Good evening. Welcome, say yes. Aiden knows. How you all doing? Safe, everyone. Welcome to FlatCap Fridays on a Friday. Regardless of bank holidays, we're doing it. And I'll tell you why we're doing it on Good Friday. Because, obviously, it didn't happen last week. And Ben M was like, you're not going to do a show on Good Friday. And I was like, no, I am now. 100% I'm doing it because Ben didn't think I was going to. So, surprise, Ben. Did you like Pedro? That was for the ladies. That was for the ladies in chat. Hope you like Pedro. He's a wonderful man. Hope you've had a nice day. Those that have been working, unlucky. Those that have been off and enjoying their day, hope you've had a nice day. Yeah, I've done some gardening. Went on an egg hunt with the kids. And yeah, it's been really nice. Been really, really nice. I hope you've all had a lovely day as well. What's going on this evening then, Mr. FlatCap? Okay, very simply. We have no news, thank goodness. I'm not doing news. I might even ditch news because it just makes me angry. News is always miserable. Or maybe I'll just do good news. I'll just start doing good news. How about that? We'll just look at the positive because the negative is just annoying me. Let me swig my coffee. Safe? So no news. We have actually got a little bit of tech. Because we missed last week as well, I actually managed to compile more than one item of new stuff that's coming out in the next few weeks, or some interesting things I want to look at. So yes, we will do good news from now on. That's a good idea, Sean. I have to change my bumper and everything. It can't be, we can't have a miserable pigeon anymore, can we? I just wonder what. No, we can't have that anymore. We're gonna have good news from next week. After the tech, and I might do a little buffet and safeties and all that kind of stuff we normally do. We have got this Dovpo Themis community review to go through. So, as you might have seen a couple of weeks ago, we did the race where people could get their hands on one of these. And 7 people got their hands on one of these bad boys. And for the past kind of 2 weeks, I've been trying them out, testing them, using them. They've actually done a really good job. Better job than I do. And they've really put them through their paces, and they've filled out a form. They've sent me images, all sorts of stuff. It's been really, really good. We had a little secret Discord group, and they've been talking about it. There's not been loads of chat because it's just a mod, and it's been fairly straightforward. But we need to go through all the results of that, thanks to Dovpo and Andy Wilkinson and all that wonderful people have done a great job. So we've got to go through all that and show you guys exactly what this Themis is like and if it's any good. And not just coming from reviewers that are giving these things for free, actual human beings in chat right now. Actual normal people. Not us idiots, not us idiot reviewers, but actual real people who reviewed it. So yes, we're going to do that. Go through the details. I won't spend too much time waffling through because there's a lot of different categories and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get onto that as we get to it. How have you been? Good. Anyone done anything exciting today? You're multi-screening, Josh. You're multitasking. That's not a man thing to do, Josh. Josh, by the way, Josh, I'm sorry. I got your message too late. You are just Josh on the thing. Sorry about that, vaping Statham. Right, let's do some safeties. Because that's the first thing we do is safeties.
So the first thing we do on FlatCap Fridays is safety everybody in chat. Safe everybody. Have a wonderful show.
Do the FCV safe. Do the FCV safe. Do the FCV safe. Do the FCV safe.
Okay, enough of that. We've had enough of that flipping dancing Shrek. And what have you lot done today? What's been going on? Oh, Justin spent time with the granddaughter. Aiden was gardening. I was gardening too, Aiden, so I feel your pain. I've still got mud under my fingernails that I've tried to scrub out, but yeah, that's why I'm not showing you my hands that closely. Jack went shopping in Morrison's for the first time you've ever been to Morrison's. My level of excitement involves going to my local vape shops to get some battery wraps. Ooh, that's fun. What else? Billy Lee's eating Easter eggs all day. Lovely. Good job. Shrek, you all had to work. Someone quits. He had to work. Oh, Freeride, it's your birthday weekend. Happy birthday to you. Cleaning is what Metal Vapor's done. And yeah, got drunk, made music. Nice, Stuart. I love it. Paul went on a bike ride because it was a smashing day here in the South Coast. Yeah, it was nice. Well, I am as well. For a full food shop. Nice. Vaping 101, how you doing? Working. Shopped at a vape store, says Sandy. How you doing, Sandy? Thanks for joining us. Whoever's Mark Hawes is saying, get yourself some Eligio X liquid. Whoever he's saying it to, whether he's saying it to everyone or just to a specific person, he's right. Get yourself some. So let's do some safeties. Oh, by the way, Shrek, you'll laugh. I'm on the old new camera. I've got like a tickly nose. I'm on the old new camera because apparently the problem's been fixed. So we'll see. If I start getting glitchy, then it's not worked, has it? Safety, starting right at the top. Aiden M. I'm sorry about the knuckles. Look, they're all cut. Is everyone any better? Is that any... That's a little bit better, but then I can't scroll. Aiden M. Safe. Andy Carruthers, safe to you. Arif, how you doing, Arif? Safe. Bill Richards. Hi, Bill. Bill, I hope you're keeping well, mate. Billy Lee, safe. Cicero, safe to you. Connor Smith, safe. Craig Brown, safe. Craig M. I'm going to get a dry throat. Darren Sharpless, no, wait, Faxi. You get both knuckles. Safe to you, Faxi, mate. I hope you're doing good. I remembered you in the race. Don't worry. Thanks to Ben M as well. Free Rider Vapor, saved you. Gemma Goodchip, safe, Gemma. It's me, Jackie, safe. James and Chapman, Shy Tot, safe, James. Safe, JH, Rockstar, Jack, how you doing, mate? John Vaping Joker, hope you're keeping well. Safe, buddy. Just Josh is in chat, safe. Justin Banks, safe. Katie Mason, safe. Legio X. Now, it's Legio X's week. If you didn't know, the race later on is week 1, and it's Legio X who are in charge of the goodies. They're going to be dishing out the goods for the race today. So, yeah, and then next week's Shy Tots, followed by Exceptional Vapes, and then finishing the month off with Dispergo Vaping. It's all very exciting. Carrying on with Manoj and Lizzie. Oh, there's Lizzie. My participant says Legio X, safe. Liz, safe. Lizzie OX. You're not an ox, Lizzie, but it's Lizzie OX now. Saved you. Manoj, safe. I need to scroll down. Sorry about the slurping. I'm excited. I've missed last week and I'm all excited to be back. Mark H, safe. Mark Hawes, safe. Mark Smith, safe. Lots of marks going on. Martin Saunders, safe to you. Metal Vape 90 POTV, safe. Nikki Maynard, safe. Oliver Maguire, safe to you. Sean, other Sean, how you doing, Sean? Safe to you, Paul. Safe Rajan. Safe Sandy Morris. Safe Stuart Valentine. Safe Shrek. Safe Vape 101. Safe Vaping Pasty. And safe Vapor Queen Becky. And anyone else that comes in, I will save you as we go through the show. Thank you very much. That's getting really long to do now. I wonder if I could. There's a way of like pre-recording it, or I could have a button. Like if someone's name pops up in chat, it automatically just pops up in the corner. Safe. That'd be so much easier. But safe, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that it's Good Friday. It's the bank holiday weekend. There's people away, people doing things. Cellar dweller safe. So yeah, I appreciate that. Nonetheless, I wanted to do this stream. I really wanted to do this community review thing. I know the guys and girls that have been part of it really wanted to get it out there as well. So yeah, all good stuff. What am I vaping on? A funny story. So Topside Jewel, OG profile, code red, which is at the back there. It's still kind of steeping away. It's not quite golden enough, but I have other reserves. Don't worry. Mark H celebrating 10 years smoke free. Well done, Mark H. You're an absolute legend. Well done. This is how crazy Andy Wilkinson is, right? I messaged him the other day saying, I basically said, oh, how much is a shell for the Topside Jewel? Because I really want this to be green. I used to have a green Topside Jewel, and you can see this is starting to get a bit battered. It's a bit scuffed and scratched up, and I really wanted to go back to how my green one was. Andy Wilkinson, at the minute, he's got a bit of a thing for Malcolm. If you don't know who Malcolm is, he's my twin brother. He occasionally, or he used to pop on the shows and reviews quite often, but not so much recently. But Andy got a bit of a liking to Malcolm. So he sent Malcolm a care package, right? So he sent Malcolm this bag, and it says on it, or not my address, it said on the bag somewhere for Malcolm. And he sent Malcolm a t-shirt. I've got a build mat, which actually is a really nice blue Dovpo build mat, and a cap, and a Dovpo cap. So he really looked after him. He also, because Andy Wilkinson is an absolute gent, he sent me a green shell. But not only did he send me a green shell, I'll show you. So it's the Topside Jewel shell, which is here. All right, so he sent me a lovely green shell. My old one is battered and it's at the back there. This is like the V2 version where the battery door is separate. It's a separate part. But I also got a few other little bits, including a whole chip for it. The whole thingy madoodle. So he is an absolute legend. So thank you, Andy. Malcolm's very grateful for his gifts, and so am I. I'll take that off. So yeah, really, really lovely. Really, really there's some vape mail for you. Yes. So because Andy Wilkinson's so generous, this is race 2. This bad boy is race 2 winnings. Okay, so if you are interested, we've got the Legio X stuff, and then we'll have the MVP mod, which is, what do they call this one? Oh, I can't pronounce that word. Something black. Geishi black. That's it. Geishi black. Am I going to get done for URLs now? Who gives a monkeys? I do really. I don't want to lose my channel. I've got no thought of the week. I've got no news. I'm going to get straight into tech because I'm, as always, you know, it's like I stress. Oh, before actually, I will do a thought of the week. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Flatty's Thought of the Week.
Before I do my thought of the week, I got an idea actually just then. Should I replace the shell of this with the green shell? Should I do it live one week? I've never done it before. It would involve using a soldering iron, which I know you're like, oh, you're an electrician, that'd be easy. I don't actually use a soldering iron that often, so it would be quite interesting, and we can all build it and learn together. All right, I'll book it in. I'll plan that. We'll do it. We will replace the shell together, which would be so boring. I might get Malcolm. Should I get Malcolm to do it? I'll get Malcolm on the show. Andy would love that. If anyone saw on Facebook, I've been putting a few retro videos out there that I've done the last few years. I'll do it, Justin. 5-hour live show. Yes, actually. That's exactly what it would be. I'll get Malcolm to do it, and he can interest you and keep you all engaged for 5 hours. He'll tell you about the threads of every screw and the types and dimensions. It'd be amazing. Malcolm would solder himself to it. Yeah, he might do, actually. He's a bit of a donut. thought of the week. Okay, thought of the week is literally because Paul Dowling said it before the start of the show about me having issues most weeks. And there's always something, either audio or the video or something crashes or YouTube fails or OBS Streamlabs fails. There's always something. I was watching Green last night, and he has what they call dangle clacks. And last night he had some major audio issues going on. It's either really loud or it went really quiet, and then it went really like super gainy. It went like, I'm not even going to touch anything. It just went crazy. So I thought to myself, as much as Green is an ultimate professional, he's a natural at streaming. He carries a live show like no one else. If he can have problems, I can have problems. I'm not going to feel guilty anymore if I have problems. It is what it is. I'm not a professional. So yeah. Stuart was in there. It was good actually. It was quite nice. It was quite nice. I mean, it was like midnight or something, so I didn't stay for too long. But yeah, I do have issues. I try and stay away from Windows. So, and sorry about the face as well, because I'm just been lazy recently. I need to shave my face off. So that's my thought of the week. If Grim can do it, I can do it. Let's do some tech. You'll be all right, Jack. You'll be all right, mate. Malcolm, known as the Cap Vapor. Now, yeah, he should wear the snapback vapor. Flatties. Yeah. Oh, it happens. Honestly, sometimes things just go wrong. Even when the 5-minute countdown before, it was glitching and stuff, and I'm like, what? I think it was Pedro. I think it's Pedro's fault.
So, I really want to see the latest tech. Is there anything good this week?
Craig Campbell safe. Right, tech. Okay, techie, new stuff, new things coming out. I actually forgot to mention this about 2 weeks ago. Now, I know they're not currently sponsoring the show, but I still want to support these guys. I think they're wonderful chaps. Braun Blazder. This range has been out for a couple of weeks now. Brought to the core. Josh, if you are still in chat, mate, and you want to say what these profiles are, or if you want to give your thoughts on them, because I'm sure you've tried them. Grawberry, PMP, and Appleberry from Brought to the Core, guys. Vaporoni probably have them. It might still be in stock. Go check them out. Yeah. We'll see if Josh says anything about them, because I'm sure... Actually, there might be a couple of others in chat who are big Braun Blazder fans. They'll be able to say something about it. New stuff, guys. It's new flavours. So, yeah, it's always good to try new flavours. This has been recently reviewed, I think, from Legion. Mr. Legion. There might be a couple of reviews out on the tubes. The Kylin 3. The classical Kylin series. So, yeah. There was obviously a Kylin 1. Then after that became they made a Kylin number 2, and now they've made a 3. Big Cloud, 6mm capacity. I can't remember the dimensions because I'm a moron. Probably 28, 24, 26. Here's some pictures of the deck. 6mm. Ooh la la, yeah. I'm intrigued by the middle round bit. Oh, well done, Josh. Appleberry. Let's go back to that. Let's do it properly, just for bored guys. Appleberry, ripe apples and juicy raspberries. PMP, tropical mashup of passion fruit, mango, and pomelo. Grawberry, sweet grape with fresh strawberries. Sounds lovely. Nice. Thanks, Josh, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, Kylin, 20. Thank you, Bill. 25mm at the base. I could do a challenge, and people like Bill Richards would absolutely nail it. I could put a picture up of a tank or anything, and within a minute they'll tell me all the specifications. We're so lucky as a vape community to have just so many people that just know so much. It's really, really good. Yeah, Kylin. The actual deck style. Oh, the deck style is similar to all the other kind of Kylins with that side airflow. It's the bottom airflow, that little round bit, the nipple thing. 28mm with the bubble. Well, thanks, Justin. Yeah, I'm guessing it's out soon. Go check it out. I wasn't... I had the Kylin M and it leaked a lot and it wasn't very good. I don't think I've tried the Kylin 2. Was there Kylin Mini? I don't think I've tried that. Jane, you're... Is that what it's for? Do you reckon it's a little pasta drainer? Pre-order, well done, Billy. Pre-order eSig 1. There you go, folks. So they go... Oh, Rajan, I didn't see you in chat. Sorry, mate. Safe, Rajan. Moving on to a pod mod. From Vapor Wesso. This is the Lux XR Max. Oh, I have a thing, right, about is it Freemax that did the Maxis Max, right? Since then, anything with Max in it, I just instantly think Maxis Max. So the Lux XR Max is a 2,800 milliamp hour device. That's pretty hefty for a kind of a pod mod. 80 watt output. It takes all the Lux pods. That a lot of Mick reviewed it today. Oh, I didn't even see that. A lot of reviewers did these little presentation videos on all the different pods that Vaporesso. That's such a Vaporesso thing. Hi, can you please tell everyone about our wonderful selection of pods? I shouldn't moan about Vaporesso because they send me absolutely nothing. So yeah, if you want a powerful pod mod, do you know what? To be fair, right, these high-powered pod mods, when you got them at like 65 watts, they're generally pretty good. They're generally all right. I can't speak for this one. Generally, these high-powered pod mods that are still portable. It is nice battery capacity, 30 watt pod. I thought it was 80 watt. But yeah, 2,800 mAh, that's decent. Lastly, I don't know what to think about this last one. There's no information, just a picture from BP Mods. I haven't asked Andy, actually. I forgot to ask Andy about this. So BP Mods put this picture up and basically asked the question, do you like, basically it was something like, do you like white carbon? And I was looking at this and it's like, it's a Boro. I can't see a battery door. Just it looks like something on the side, like a USB. I can see like it looks like the chipset. There's a funny shaped button. There's a funny logo at the back. Mech Boro. Thank you, Vaping 101. Mech Boro. But I couldn't tell about batteries, and there was people commenting like, it's an internal battery. But if it's a Mech Boro, inbuilt LiPo. Wait a second. Inbuilt LiPo mechanical Boro device. Is it fully mechanical? It must have a what are they called? It must have some kind of chip, because for it to be a Boro and internal, it must have some kind of. It can't be fully mechanical, surely. They're giving up very little info. Okay. No, you can have mech mods. Red's gone. It has, but still have a small chipset that is basically designed for some protection. I have it in my my e-pipe, my vape smarter MOSFET. Thank you, Metal Vape, my MOSFET. It just offers very limited protection. You know, over current, short circuit, just the very basics. You know, and maybe it does slightly not regulate, but it limits. It's not gonna, you know, you're not gonna put a battery in it and it's gonna fire a 200 watts on a little Boro coil you've got in there. You know, a 0.8 coil. It's gonna protect it to some extent. A MOSFET like on car amps, yeah. I think it might be like the pumper chipset, yeah. So it's kind of regulating it, but it's not an adjustable thing. It's just, yeah, it's a funny little, but yeah, I thought that looked really nice. I mean, it looks a bit odd, different shape, something fun, interesting that it's a mechanical though. I don't know. I just feel like it would just be better to be regulated. Maybe it's a size thing. I don't know, but it'd be good to find information like that. I'm guessing Vaping 101. I'm guessing you've got first dibs on that, or at least you should hopefully get the information first. It'd be interesting. It looks pretty cool. The white carbon as well. I love a white mod. That looks pretty good. So yeah, Safe Frog Prince. It's a weird picture cut in half. I don't know what. It's just, yeah, I just like looking at it. Apparently sending them out to review soon, but launching at Frog Expo. Ooh, that sounds good. At the Frog Expo. I know, we know what you mean, Shrek. Shrek has a funny way with his terminology and the way he describes things sometimes. It just makes me chuckle. He's just, the way he says things is funny. Not in a mean way. That was tech, folks. That's just some things that are coming out. It's a bit dire at the minute. It really, really is. There doesn't seem to be many great mods and tanks coming out and rebuildables. It's a very weird time. Very, very weird time. Oh, I've kind of half done vape mail. You've obviously seen my vape mail from Andy Wilkinson. I have had a couple of small bits, but what I could stitch you up, Legio X. Can I tell the story? Now I'm going to tell a story. I'm not waiting for your permission. It's my show, damn it. I know you're sponsoring it. But so I've got these wonderful e-liquids today from Legio X. They're not new ones. Legio X. Sorry, mate. I got these today. Right, I've seen, first of all, to anyone who's putting posts up on the Flat Cave group, when you bought e-liquids, regardless of the brand, let me just say that first of all. Thanks, Legio X. Regardless of the brand, when you put a post up saying this is really good, this isn't very good, I like this, I don't like this, all this kind of stuff, keep doing it. It's great. It's helpful, helps me, helps everyone else in the chat. People then go, oh, I haven't tried that, but is it any good? And then people get chatting about stuff. Brilliant. That is what the group is all about, and you'll do a really, really good job. Particularly with Legio X. People do some really good posts up, and it's really nice to see people enjoying their stuff. This stuff went to the wrong address. It went down the road. It went 20 doors down the road. Okay. So I got a message from Legio X saying, whoops, I've accidentally sent it to the house 20 doors down. So, okay, don't worry. He's like, oh, I'll send some out. I'll send some new ones out. I said, no, don't worry. Leave it. I'll go and knock. So I went and knocked. Actually, I knocked 3 times because twice they didn't answer. But I went today and got answered the door. And I said, oh, by any chance, have you got a package for me? Yes, check with Lizzie first. Turns out the person who received my package, excuse me, is a vapor, and he had opened the package because he was a bit confused. Like he must have. I don't know what you guys would do. What would you do with a package through the door with not your name on but your address? Anyway, the guy opened it and he was like, "Oh, e-liquid, nice." But he didn't touch it. Now, I'm pretty sure he didn't touch it because all these were like crack sealed. They weren't like undone at all. They felt like they were, you know. Anyway, bless him. He hadn't opened them. And he's like, I didn't know what to do with them because he's like, I couldn't send them back. The package went through the door. I don't think I would open it. But anyway, this guy did. So I was a bit suspicious about actually getting these and if he's tampered with them. Anyway, he's a vapor. He's a vapor, the guy. And I said to him, I don't tell anyone I'm a reviewer. I don't walk around going, I'm a YouTuber, don't you know? I literally, no one, people just don't, I don't tell people. And I said to him, because he was like, oh, they sound really good. I will vape it, Nicky, don't you worry, I'm not bothered. I said to him, I was like, I really appreciate you keeping hold of these, and, you know, thanks so much. I'll give you one. And I was like, I'll give you one of the bottles, but I can't because I need them. Well, I'm thinking, I'm going to review these. I need to review them, but I just didn't want to. But I was chatting with Legio X earlier and telling him the story, and this guy vapes 6 milligram, and he told me he buys his e-liquid from eBay. So I told Legio X this, and Legio X was like, I'm sending him some e-liquid. I'm going to sort him out. I would love to see the letter or the note you put in the package to him. Because that would just be, I just can't, yeah, that'd be funny. I hopefully I'll bump into the guy one day and he'll be like, oh, yeah. Hopefully, because of the love from Legio X, he might get another brand new return customer. We'll have to wait and see. eBay, that's so, yeah, he buys his e-liquid off eBay apparently, 6 milligram. I've never ever bought e-liquid off eBay. So yeah, the guy needs a bit of, it is, yeah, Craig, bang on, bathtub e-liquid. He needs a bit of education. And I think he's going to get some Legio education. Nice. So, yeah. I didn't tell you what else I was vaping on. I was doing buffet, wasn't I, earlier? I missed that. SX Mini, Blotto Max. I've single coiled this now based on Andy Wilkinson's suggestion. In there, I've got a Biso Amigos Berry Lemonade. And then I've got the Messon RTA on the Thelema Quest, and in there I've got Dispergo Unreal Free Blue Hawaiian, which is a blue raspberry and kind of like coconut flavours. It's a little bit too coconut for me. Hi, Mick, you've done a review on the Lux thingy. I'll need to check that out. But yeah, that's what I'm vaping on. Okay. I bought from eBay from companies that have a shop on eBay. Yeah, I've had concentrates from eBay, but from an eBay store from a company. Yes, a lot of people are saying the same thing. Rajan's just said the same thing. I bought stuff from known vendors that have eBay accounts. I don't know what pineapple. I don't know what it is. It's very coconut. It's a blue raspberry and coconut, but it's just a little bit too coconutty for me. And I like coconut flavoured e-liquid. So I'm going to keep vaping it. Maybe it will change as it, as cotton gets all lovely and stuff. We need to get on with this thing, don't we? We need to do this community review. So to start the community review, I need to click on this tab and I shrink into this really small person down there. And then when that's done, for those that don't know about the Dovpo Themis, you can enjoy a minute and a half of what the hell the Dovpo Themis thingy is. I had some top leakers from eBay. The last time I bought off there was fake. Oh. The only thing I buy from eBay is hardware, is something old school shows. Yeah. eBay's a funny place. What happened to eBay? Amazon's kind of killed them now. Anyway, here's the Dovpo Themis. There we go. So yeah, that's the Themis. That's the Themis. A nice mod. I've got it here. I've had my review on it. I've had my thoughts. So I literally left the folks, the reviewers for the community review, just to do their own thing, to have their own opinions. I really didn't want to get too involved. I've got pictures from people. I've got some lovely stuff. I'm sorry to Astral. I'm in the way of you there. So let me move my face. These are the reviewers. These are the folks who were part of the community review. Just Josh, or Vaping Statham, Faxi, Astral, Jane, Lizzie, Bunny, and Jack H. You all done a great job, so I'm looking forward to go through these. So basically, folks, all these guys and girls had the mod. They've had it for a couple of weeks. They tried them out. All of them. Change my words. All of them really put in a decent amount of effort. They really went for it. They tried it with different mods, different tanks, rebuildables, vaping at different wattages. They really done a really good job. They all had to fill in forms, and the forms were different categories. How's the packaging? What's the ergonomics of the device? What's it like with wattage? What's it like with voltage? All that kind of stuff. Just the whole spectrum of a review. And they had to fill out this form, ratings out of 10, and any additional comments, and also things they'd want to improve. Now, for one person, Jane was I nearly said like a special case. Jane was a special case. No, what was interesting about Jane's review was Jane also has the dot mod dot box. Now, when you look at this Themis, when you look at the Themis, oh, go away you. The lovely picture here from Josh. The Themis looks like the dot mod. You asked Jane, you are special. It looks like the dot box dot mod 200 watt jobby. So it's kind of, Jane had a very specific task to compare the both and to review both of them. So she had double the work, bless her. So I'm just going to go through everything, the whole thing. Start off with package and contents. Now, as you can see here, just to briefly explain to you, all the white numbers across 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10. That's everybody's ratings out of 10. Now, the blue one below the 8 out of 10 is Jane's dot box rating out of 10. Okay? So when it comes to the packaging and the contents, these are the ratings of all 7 of the reviewers, plus the blue one is Jane's dot box reviews. That make sense? This was a lot of stuff to compile last night. It literally took me 3 hours to put all this together. And it's going to be 10 minutes now and it's all going to be done. Anyway, so there you go. Generally across the board, package, contents, the way it's all boxed up, pretty good ratings. 8, 7, 10, 8, 9, 8, 8 and 10 out of 10 from Jane, which is a good comparison there. The packaging for the dot box is slightly better than the Dovpo one. Again, going back to this picture from Josh. Lovely picture from Josh. I like that picture. Josh had a really nice gold one. Moving on. Build quality construction. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And 8 out of 10. Interesting again there. Build quality. Jane rates the Dovpo higher. She rated the Dovpo one higher than the dot box, which is very, very good. I need to also mention there was a number of comments to all these categories. A lot of people left description reviews. It was just way too much information for me to put on a stream. We'd be here all night reading through every form. If you do want a copy of these forms, folks, I'm sure the people who review these would be happy for me to share them with you. If you really want to read all their reviews, all their information, all their opinions, have a bit of a roundup at the end anyway. But yeah, they all done a really, really good job. So, mod ergonomics. Now, this for me was an interesting... Safe Darcy. This was an interesting... Oh, Kenny as well. Safe Kenny. This was an interesting one for me. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and 7 out of 10 with the dot box getting a 9 out of 10. The most common comment on ergonomics was... Wherever I put it? It was the angles here is compared to something like the dot box particularly, which is why Jane gave it a 9 out of 10 for the dot box and 6 out of 10 for this. It's just too boxy, so the ergonomics are gone. There were some nice comments about the fire button being really nice for thumb firing. Generally, people were kind of quite happy with it. Jack's just put it there nicely. They needed rounding off. They did need to round it off just a little bit. And that was one thing that I mentioned. Faxi mentioned it. Everyone kind of mentioned that. It was just one observation, really, that kind of let it down a little bit. Lets it down just a little bit. We've got a picture here from Faxi. I think that's Faxi's picture. Got some nice cores there. There's the battery inside. You see there you've got your USB Type-C port, which is just inside the device, which is very, very nice. So that's all good. Mod display. So obviously you've just seen the display on the video. You know, how is it clear? Is it bright? There were some comments from Bunny, I think, who said it's quite small, which it is quite a small display. Nonetheless, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 7, 5, and 8. And the box mod, I keep getting it wrong. The dot box got a 10 out of 10. I really need to look at the dot box. Thanks to the averages check, I need to look at the dot mod display and see how that. Again, pretty fair. Some high ratings, some low ratings, but you know, average pretty good. So to sum up by a dot mocked, Kenny, wait till the end because it's really interesting. Jane done something really smart, and yeah, it's quite interesting what she said at the end. Because generally, although the display ones may be a bit lower, you'll see it's very close between the dot box. I keep saying it wrong. The dot box and the Themis. Instruction manual. Okay, there's a couple of categories that, for one reason or another, people didn't just left as blank. Which does affect scores a little bit, and you'll see why later on. But anyway, you see here, everyone's pretty happy with the instruction manual. Yeah, it's a book; it tells you how to do it. But the goodness me, grim green dangle clacks. The dot mod got a 10 out of 10. Available colours, okay. There are some nice colours. There's this blue one I've got. There's a lilac, which is just a pink. There's obviously a black, a gold, a few nice colours. Probably could do some more colours. That was another comment from a lot of the reviewers. Could do with more colours, which would be nice. But again, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 9, 7, 5, and 10 out of 10. So generally, pretty fair answers. More colours always good. People want more choice. Nice photograph here from Jack. I think this was Jack. Jack did some nice pictures. Appreciate it, Jack. Thank you for sending pictures. Everyone that sent me photographs, it was great. Really nice here with the gold on top. I love that. That's a nice little setup we got going on there. Very nice. Always subjective they are. That was you, Jack. Thanks, mate. And ease of use. How easy is it to use this mod? Is it easy or is it really difficult? Well, it's 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and 10 out of 10. So that tells me that it's actually pretty easy to use, which, to be fair, it is. You can put a tank on it and push some buttons and then it works. 9 out of 10 for the .mod.box as well. So even Stevens on that one. Okay. Next one, menu system functionality. Look, I'll be honest, it's a very simple menu to use. It's very easy to kind of navigate and to change settings. So it says it here, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 10, 10, and a 9 out of 10 for the .mod.bogs. I can't even say it. The .mod.box. Good ratings. Everyone's happy with how it operates and functions. Oh, hello. Go away, you. Go. No. I'm pressing the wrong blooming buttons. Menu system layout. Not pretty much 9 out of 10s across the board with 10 out of 10. It's just an easy menu. Just an easy menu. Oh, this is so annoying with I'm to click the wrong one. Another picture from Faxi. I love the artwork in the background. 120 watts. He's thrashing out the dead rabbit. Nice one, Faxi. Great picture, mate. Appreciate it. Or it was nice to get pictures. It mixes things up a little bit. We're learning as we go with these community reviews. Okay, let me just break this down to you. Okay, so this is what it's like to vape on and control. In temper control, I'm in the way of it. Let me just hide for a minute. You don't need to see me anyway. Wattage and variable voltage. Now, this is where it gets a little bit difficult because you'll see here on temp control vaping, there's 2 that gave it 0 out of 10. And that's purely because they said, I never vape temperature control. I don't even have any coils here to test temp control. So they left it blank, which does affect the ratings a little bit. Nonetheless, people that what have I done? What have I done, Freerider? Nonetheless, it got good ratings. For those that did try out temperature control, it was very good. Wattage, everyone was happy with how it vaped. The performance was fine. It wasn't like it was dying. Wow, Shrek, you're on fire. It wasn't like it was struggling. It fired on the button. Jack didn't use temperature control or variable, so gave them a 10 to be fair. So yeah, that's one thing. You're all lazy reviewers. I don't bother doing temperature control. What's the point? No one uses it. But generally across the board, everyone was happy with how it performed. There was no like, oh, it's a bit underpowered or overpowered. Nothing like that. So that was all good. Moving on to value for money. Right, we're getting to the end, guys. Don't panic. Value for money. Okay, and I'm gonna briefly talk about Jane in a minute about this. But basically, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 15 out of 10 against the .box.mod 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Right, Jane went mad and she thought out of 10 you can get 15. Jane put a really good comment, which I'm going to read in a minute, because she had a very unusual task. She was comparing it to the .box. 11 out of 10, yeah. Shrek, that messed up your little maths you're doing there, didn't it? Lovely photo here from Jack. That is a really cool picture, mate. Love it with the just it's just there. You can just see the gold. It's just really, really nice. So well done, Jack. It's great. Jane said this. So this is her comparison with the overview. So the Themis. I deliberately did not find out the price of this mod until I'd finished the questionnaire. And what a shock that was. I was expecting at least £80 and above. And to find out it's available for half that, wow. Hats off to Dovpo, a belting mod for a brilliant price. So the dot mod. I might have messed up the typing then. Considering the original price. Or was that you? I'm going to have to check that, Jane. Considering the original price, but can now be picked up for 80 quid if you can find one. Are the extra features worth the extra money? If you're a dot mod fan, yes, but had the Themis been around at the time, I know what I would have gone for. So, and actually, if you look back, if you look back at oh dear, what am I doing there? If you look back at all the ratings out of 10, generally they're very, very close between the dot box dot mod. Oh, sorry, Jane. I always get moaned at for my spelling, Jane. That's why I have to make a point of it. Generally, the ratings were very, very close between the two. So I really appreciate that little summary there, Jane. That was really, really good. Overall points, I'll hide again. Average this out, Shrek. 95 out of 130. 108 out of 130. 106 out of 130. 114 out of 130. 109 out of 130. 95 out of 130. And 112 out of 130. Now, some of those ratings will be a little bit... Hi, Andy. Some of those ratings... You got it with the best bit, Andy. Some of these ratings will be a little bit 10 or plus or minus 10 because of things that were missed out. The instruction manual not being rated, or the temp control not being rated, or given a 10 when they hadn't really tested it. So there's a few discrepancies and such like. But nonetheless, pretty good ratings. Here's the overall scores out of 10. 7.4, 8.4, 8.2, 8.8, 8.4, 7.4, and 8.7 out of 10. I don't know what Dovpo are going to say about this, but if I were Dovpo, I'd be really pleased with these ratings. And ignore what it says at the bottom there, ratings out of 130, then ratings out of 10. I'd be really impressed, really pleased with them. Generally across the board, that's 7 people's different opinions, all trying them out. And you know, what's that average? Shrek has got to be around 8, hasn't it? I can tell you. Don't worry, Shrek. I've done the work for you, mate. Oh, no, not there. That's the wrong one. There's so many buttons to click tonight. Have a look at a picture. This is the lilac one. Very, very nice. Thank you, Bunny. Here we go. 8.18 out of 10. 8.18 out of 10. Well done, Dovpo. Well done. Okay, now, a couple of interesting points here. These are some of the comments about what could be improved about the Themis, which I think is the main thing. The lilac one's nice, isn't it, Jackie? Astral said, the only things I like to see change are length and placement of the battery ribbon. So a lot of people saying the battery ribbon's quite short, or was a bit of a pain. The screen colour options and some markings on the doors to indicate which ways up the panels fit. I agree with them. Just Josh, a little less boxy. Love it. Straight to the point, Josh. And Lizzie OX, Lizzie OX said slightly bolder design and a few other colour options. Carrying on, and I have another nice picture here from Jack with a. Is that the fat? That's a fat rabbit RTA on top of that. Very, very nice. Sticking with the gold theme. Here's some more. Faxi. Length of battery puller to be a little bit longer and the pointy vertical side. So basically, same as what we were saying, the whole boxy feel of the device needs to be kind of rounded off a little bit more. Bunny, slightly larger screen, a few more colour options. Very, very good there from Bunny. And Jack, look, if anyone knows Jack, he's very thorough. When he's doing a review on something, he will tell you everything and anything about it. And this is the smallest paragraph I could find. If anyone wants a copy of Jack's form. Jack, I swear, I read every single line on your form, but I couldn't caption many bits. It was great, Jack. I love it. The edges of the mod could be rounded off, so it's more comfortable in the hand. But not a massive issue. Also, the design on the front panel could have been etched into the front panel and the front panel be fixed into place rather than removable. I like that idea. Shrek, I should have copied and pasted into Chat GPT and got it to read it out to me. Or summarize this form for a 5-year-old. That's what I should have done. Anyway, they were really, really good recommendations. Generally same kind of things, but that was good. It was good to see. The design thing was something that bothered me as well. Where have I gone? The design thing bothered me. You got that really fancy design under there, and you can't see it. It's just a bit of a shame. So, to summarise, a huge thank you. I'm going to hide again. A huge thank you to the Dovpo team. To Dovpo in general, just for Dovpo being great. I put here the following names. These are all people that are kind of either been really involved or partially involved or a little bit involved. Hack, who was responsible for dishing out the forms and compiling the information. Legio X, just for being really handy and helpful in the secret Discord group. Brian, Kev, and of course Andy Wilkerson, who is the boss man of all this. Andy Wilkerson is the man. The reviewers, Lizzie, Bunny, Jack, Josh, Faxi, Astral, and Jane. You all done a really, really good job. I don't know if you were expecting more or less from any of us or any part of the experience. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go back to normal view. I'm such a Grim Green fanboy.
So, I really want.
That was naughty. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really do hope you enjoyed the experience. We've obviously, in the package was a stamped addressed envelope. Please put the mods back in there. Send them back to Andy. Not really. They get to keep them. Everyone gets a free mod. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. That 7 people got their hands on the Themis mod as well for free. And all they had to do was try it out, take some pictures, and fill out a form. And be part of this community review. It's great. Really, really good. It's really awesome. Really, really happy that it all seemed to go pretty well. We do want to keep this improving. Andy's got a real thing about pushing this on, making this a big thing that a lot of manufacturers do. That there's more of this. This gets bigger and better and probably ends up with its own platform. Because that would be cool. That would be cool if this community review, Vapor's community review, was a whole separate thing. Whether it be on YouTube or on a website, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, it was nice. It was really, really good, and it gets the devices into the hands of real people. Yeah, a wicked concept. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, thank you to everyone involved. Jane, you had an extra double difficult job, but you did a really, really good job. So thank you very much. Putting one against the other, that was really, really good. Wait, Jack. I would load it up and see what you put about the translation issue. But that's too much hassle. Thank you, Ben. So yeah, well done, everyone. Thank you so much to Dovpo and Andy and everyone else involved. Really, really good. We're going to cross our fingers and hope we can do another one. I don't know what it will be on. We're just going to have to try. Andy's got to work his magic. Hopefully Andy's happy with what the outcome was and the way it all worked. I will say this, though. There's nothing wrong with a bad review. Sometimes it's good to have some bad reviews, and it was nice in this community review to see a couple of 5 out of 10s, a couple of 6s. It would have been nice to see, this sounds harsh, but it would have been nice to see a 3 or 4 out of 10, someone really hammering it. But because you do need that mixture. Generally across the board, it was pretty good ratings. So yeah, I mean, I like the Themis. I think it's a decent mod. So yeah, I'll try and put a post on FlatCap to see what the guys can do to improve the concept. I think the Themis 2 would be a cool idea, and I reckon all the testers, everyone that reviewed it, would say, yeah, a 15 out of 10 though. Yeah, you're right, Jane. No, but to be fair to Jane, she was looking at this and comparing it to the Dotbox dot mod, which is however £100 brand new, and she's going, what? It's like 40 quid. Oh, Jack put a really good comment up. Jack, what did I do with that? Jack went online, found a couple of different prices and said, the average price of this mod is about 40 quid or thereabouts. It was about £39.99 some places, £42. You did, Jack. You put a lot of good comments, but this one in particular, you really done some research into the cost of it. And it was quite good to read, but like I say, it was just a lot of reading. And at 11:30 last night, I'm going, right, what did Jack say about the value for money? It was just a lot of information to compile, that's all. Criticism is good as long as it's constructive and subjective. Absolutely right, Martin. I think it's healthy for not everything to be brilliant about something. I was talking to someone once, and it was I'm not going to mention the names because, well, it don't really matter, and they were sending me some e-liquids, and I'd reviewed 2 or 3. 2 were good, 1 I didn't like. It just wasn't very good. It tasted bland. This was a long while ago. And I messaged him saying, look, I'll put the review out. I've already put it out, tough. I'm just going to warn you, I didn't rate it. I didn't like it. And he was like, no, it's cool. He's like, if you said everything's brilliant, it's not brilliant, is it? And it's good to have stuff that you don't like or that isn't very... It's not good to have stuff that's not very good, but it's quite healthy to have a bit of, a bit of change. Not everything's amazing and wonderful. So that was quite nice. It made me feel better about myself, and I hammered the rest of their range. I didn't really. Mike Haynes, how you doing? I saw you in earlier as well. How you doing? Safe. That's the community review, guys. I'm sorry if you want to get out of here by 10 o'clock because we're running late. Proper cause on at 10, so I'm really sorry. We need to do some races. So let's do some races. I'm all over the shop. So if you don't know,
sponsored by Derek's Farm Store. For all your farm store needs. Lazy Sue's Saunas. The best in dry or wet heat sessions. VG. The BG's but covered in vegetable glycerin. PG. The VG tribute band. Deirdre's Massages. Nano does it best. And finally, Bob's Sausage House. Always firm, always tasty.
Massive thanks to the sponsors as always. Now this week is for Legio X. This is the Legio X week. So we've got 2 races. The first one, race number 1, is thanks to Legio X. I'm gonna go across to here. I'm gonna change that to this race because it's Easter. We've got a bunny race and we've got an Easter egg race. And yeah, Nana does it best, Shrek. 2 races. Thank you to everyone in the Flat Cave group on Facebook who put words rhyming with door. It was really, really funny. Some really creative ones actually. Was there Dumbledore? There's a few really funny ones. So anyway, here's the race, folks. This is the Legio X stuff. After this race, we've got the MVP mod race. Thanks to Dovpo and all those wonderful people. Andy Wilkinson again. His name, I say his name more than anyone else's, I think, nowadays. Anyway, let's do this race. I don't want to tread over proper causes toes too much. 3, 2, 1. Turn on that sound there. Good luck, everyone, for the Legio X stuff. UK only. I always forget to mention that. Let's go. Holy cow! These are excitable bunnies. They're going mad. What's going on with the race? Martin Saunders, Martin, you looking... Oh, what have you... Martin just went behind. Daniel's just gone back. Mark H, you've been speeding up. Andy's looking good at the top there. Mike, there's your boy there. Oh no, he's dropped down again. 41 seconds to go, and Alan Goodall is looking good. Josh Dye's right at the front there, looking good. Scott McKeever, you've just gone again. Ben M near the front. Look at that. Would you believe it? Mark Smith, Ray Durkin, you up there. Shrek 101, you're in there. We're trying different numbers each week, Shrek, see if it makes a difference. Paul Winstanley. These bunnies are mental. They're crazy bunnies. 15 seconds left to go. 10. It's between Ray and Ollie. 9. It's just them two. But are they trailing back a bit? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh! Congratulations, Sandy. Well done. Sandy Mulholland. I don't know if Sandy's in chat, but I think I saw her earlier. Well done, Sandy. Is Sandy in chat? Sandy's a wonderful supporter of the channel. No, she's not in chat. Sandy Morris is in chat. Hopefully Sandy sees this on the replay. Replay. Well done, Sandy. You are a winner. Congratulations. There you go. Sandy, you're going to get your hands on some wonderful Legio XE liquid. Please send me a message on socials, on any of the socials, on Discord, if you're on the Discord group, Facebook, Instagram. Send me a message. I'll get in touch with Legio X. Job's good. There you go. Okay, do I remove Sandy from the race for the mod? Let's see how nice or mean you lot are. Do I remove the winner for the next race, which is the MVP mod? No, don't remove her. I love it. No, there's 3 no's. Nah. Oh, you're all so nice. Yeah, because I make it fair. No, thanks. Oh, there you go. Well done, Sam. I usually do when it's like a lot of similar things. What's the chances of winning 2 out of 2? Keeping the race. You lot are so nice. We'll keep her in the race. Let's keep Sam in the race. I'll take it anyway. No, wait, really. Look, it's a red cross, which means I'm not removing you from the race. I'm going to quickly go back and change this to 1 minute 30 because 2 minutes was long. And these rabbits, bloody hell, these rabbits. Oh, I've got the leaderboard. Sorry, Jack. Let's say You're one on that one. There's too many things to think about. Right, let's do this race. Oh no, wait a second. I got Easter eggs for this one. Let me just change that to 1:30. We've got eggs for this one, and probably won't be quite as rampant. Cicero and Stuart, you both won. So this is for the MVP mod. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh gosh, the music. There's little chicks in there. Oh, look at the little chicks, they're so cute. Whoa. They're fast. I want one. There's a lot of change, isn't there? It's just like everyone's just like first and last, and first and last. There's Craig Campbell, and then Joe goes back, and then Matt Smith comes up, and Thomas Baggett, and there's someone else. There's Christian Storm up to the front, and then Tony Brown's up there, then Joe's gone back, and Jack's come up. There's Mark H is catching up again. Ramsey and Sean's up the top. They're looking for us now. Craig and Jack have gone down. It's just crazy. Can't keep up. 20 seconds. Sudden 9, 8, 7. It's all gone quiet. Everyone's like run out of energy. 3, 2, 1. It's a close one. Christian Ernest, congratulations. I'm hoping Christian is UK, because otherwise we've got a problem. Because posting anything international is a nightmare at the minute. Congrats, Christian. We'll see. I'm hoping Christian's... Because I wasn't sure when I was typing his name down. I thought, I don't know where Christian's from. But I'm hoping Christian is UK. If not, Darren Sharpless is second place. And I'm sorry to Christian if Christian is not in the UK. Ray Durkin, you were third. Paul, Graham, Phil, Thomas. Oh, Thomas, 7th. Shrek, 8th. Macaulay, Darren, Sam, Gary, Daz, Rajam, Ewan, Gareth, Katie, Rob... Idris, Andy, Craig, Manoj, Jackie, Lizzie OX, Patrick, Nicola, Andy, Ben, Connor, Paul, Martin, Leon, Bill, Alan, Faxi, Aidan, Nikki, Cicero, Ben, Liz, Mark, Sean, Joe, Tony, Ramsey, Darcy, Justin, Mark, Richard, Andy, Billy, Lee, Andy, Jason, Chris, Ryan, Stuart, Valentine, Jane, Sandy, Michael, Ollie, Dawn, Andy, Rob, Matthew, Manda, Josh, Craig, Nick, Zoe, Scott, Craig, Becky, Anita, Jack, Ken, Will, and Aaron. I don't even know who won the little races then. Did you win, Cicero? Well done. Right, back to me. That is it, folks. We did it. Well, I'm a minute over. First of all, thanks everyone for joining me. I know it's Good Friday. You know, everyone's got plans, but it's been really, really great. A lot of you hung around as well, which have been fantastic. I really appreciate you just joining me on your bank holiday Friday. It means a lot. I'm very excited to do this show. I hate missing a week. Sometimes it happens, but I don't like to miss a week. This is episode 43. We're heading up to 50, which for me, I'm very, very proud of. Only 50. I know it's not like big numbers or nothing like that, but it's just, 50 streams. That's great. Huge thank you to Lee JoX, wonderful sponsor of the show. Next week is Shy Tots. It'll be their first package, which will be good. I've been putting out a couple of sneaky reviews on the Shy Tots stuff, which is very, very good. Huge thanks to Andy Wilkinson, who's just an absolute legend. Malcolm's very pleased with his gifts. A 1-year show. Is it actually been a year? I don't know what's actually been a year. Next Friday's my birthday. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming or not. I might do. We'll see. It depends what Mrs. FlatCap does for me. What she's got planned for me. I know. I don't think I haven't done I think it might have already been a year, Jackie, even though I've only done 43 shows, if that makes sense. Year in March. Oh, there you go. I've already done it. Drunken FlatCap. Join me next week for my drunken show. I'll be drunk in top pub. No news, Mark, on the... Words have left my brain. What's it called? The Andy Wilkinson. It's called the Andy Drunk Malcolm. I can't remember what it's called. Ethos. The Ethos. No news on the Ethos. It looks like there's a few pictures of it on the Vaping 101 website. Sorry, Darcy. No offence. Look, I am wearing a flat cap. Oh, Vaping 101. If you have news you can tell us, please tell us. Someone give us some information. So we might hopefully have a show next week. Huge thanks to all the Dovpo community reviewers. You did a fantastic job. 2 versions apparently. Oh, Sarah, you naughty person. I really appreciate that. Thank you. You beat Stuart, so you're celebrating. Thank you for that, Cicero. It's great. Really appreciate that. My first show was the 11th of March 2022. There you go. 2 versions. That's interesting. I don't know where Oscar is, actually. Oscar's not been in chat this week. Hopefully we'll catch up with him. I do want to get him on the show, but we've had a bit of a delay coming out in about a month. Yeah, that makes sense, because I heard there was a delay. So I was going to get Oscar from Infinite Mods on the stream. He was going to join us, but because of the delay, we've held off a little bit. So hopefully when he's here, you know that it's on its way. It'll be here soon. So yeah. Great job, all the community viewers did a wonderful job. It was good fun. I hope we can do another one. Really appreciate Andy's work and effort and sorting everyone out with that stuff. I'm pushing them for review samples. Yeah, Andrew, me and Legio X were making subtle digs at Oscar from Infinite Mods, weren't we? About, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have a mod that looked like this? Wouldn't it be nice if you could have this design on it? And I was like, yeah, it'd be really nice if you had like an FCV pattern on it. It was brilliant. We were really digging at him. Oh, the cross vape version will be oh, thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. If no live next week, I'll sort something on Discord for the prize. Ooh, no comment, Legio. Right, I'll let you all go. Really appreciate you spending your Good Friday evening with me. I really do appreciate it. I know everyone's busy and there's a lot of things going on with family. I've got family from all over the world who've come home for the weekend, so I've got a busy weekend. But I still want to do the show. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the bank holiday weekend. Eat loads of chocolate. Get really fat and be merry. And next week is the start of Good News Only. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks so much. See you soon. Bye-bye. And he's gone. Now, last week, this went on for ages. Do you remember? We stood here for like 5 minutes. Yeah, do some farts, Metal Vape. Do some farts. Get on the Discord group if you want to know more about the ethos. Dovpo can fix your mods for you. La 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 la. Your call is important to us. Safe, everyone. Have a great weekend. That's Metal Vape all weekend. They were all real. They're all real. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Bye. See you next week, hopefully. In a bit. Wait, whoa, what's this one? Oh, no.
Do the FCV safe. Do the FCV safe. Do the FCV safe. Do the FCV